For years, I have spoken about softness, listening to your needs, not pushing yourself, protecting your nervous system. I still believe in that. But at some point, softness alone started to shrink my life. I thought I was healing my nervous system, but I was accidentally teaching myself to become smaller. And this is something I had to realize the hard way. Healing is not only learning to rest, it is learning to trust your strength again. Almost everything started to feel like too much, too demanding, too exhausting, too heavy. I had migraines. I took extreme care of myself. I was deeply connected to my body, but my body mostly said stop. Slowly my world became smaller, not because I was weak, but because I had confused protection with limitation. And slowly, without realizing it, my world was becoming smaller in the name of healing. Avoiding discomfort slowly teaches the body that life is dangerous. And something changed. I made a choice. I want to go out into life. I want to challenge myself. I want to impress myself. It wasn't about pressure or shame. It was about self-respect and wanting to feel alive from the inside. I knew deep down that I could handle more than I thought without abandoning myself. Because if you never challenge yourself, your nervous system starts believing you are fragile. And I think many sensitive people accidentally teach themselves that. So I did something completely out of character. I took a full-time job at a factory, 10 hours a day, 3 kids, a house under renovation. The old me would never have done that. I wasn't running from difficulty. I was walking toward it to strengthen myself. The first weeks were brutal. I was exhausted mentally and physically. And honestly, part of me wanted to run back into comfort. Not because the challenge was wrong, but because growth always destabilizes the old identity first. But I continued, and slowly my body adapted. Something surprising happened. I had energy left to cook, to be present, to engage. If you are new here, my work focuses on nervous system capacity, identity stabilization, and sustainable expansion. Not how to constantly improve yourself, but how to build the internal structure that allows your life to actually get bigger without your system pulling you back. Because many ambitious people do not fail at the level of strategy. They fail at the level of stabilization. And here's what made it possible. I imagined myself as a soldier, being my own soldier that worked for me. Not at war with myself, not forcing, not punishing. A soldier protecting my future, training my capacity to stay present inside life. Priming, strengthening, training, just training. And this became my practice. Every time something felt hard, instead of asking, how do I escape this? I practiced asking, how do I stay present inside this without abandoning myself? And here's the core key. In order for me to stay committed to this and to myself, I had to accept the part of me that I hated the most. The sloppy part, the Netflix and cave hide part, the part that felt guilty and small. I couldn't build self-respect or endurance by fighting it. I had to say, in my case, okay, this is the way I am. Then let me allow myself to do this, to be in this sloppy cave state. That changed everything because endurance built on self-hatred never lasts. Real endurance needs self-contact. And this acceptance didn't make me weaker. It made endurance possible because no part of me was left behind. Softness and endurance are not opposites. One helps you recover, The other helps you expand. You need both to become fully alive. Softness is the foundation. Endurance is something you can build on top. True endurance isn't forcing yourself. It is staying present while things are hard without abandoning yourself. Self-respect comes from integration and not from conquest. Can you relate to this? Comment, yes, I've been there. I'd love to hear from you. So when discomfort appears now, I try not to immediately remove it. I stay with it 10 seconds longer. Breathe once slower, relax my shoulders, and teach my body this is survivable. If you want a simple way to practice this balance, I've created something for you. It's a free 7-day experience, 7 embodied practices designed to gently widen your window of regulation. So your nervous system can begin stabilizing the identity you are growing into. I stopped seeing myself as someone fragile, and my body slowly stopped seeing life as something dangerous. I didn't learn endurance by becoming harder. I learned it by stopping the inner war.